All right, all right, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And guess what? We have another person to shine the light on, and this person I never met. That just blows me away. We got to talk to her a couple of minutes, and I'm already impressed. There's a lot of people out there that may be nervous about coming. It's your time. Everybody sees me and Chris every day, and all these other so called leaders. We're all the same. We're all service. We have to emulate what Ash does. Does Ash ever tell you, I'm the lead? No, he's the biggest servant of all. So we take care of each other. And because we have the platform, we want to shine the light on others. I mean that. And it feels really good. And meeting new people, like, wow, it's better for us. It's better for the company. And you can relate to different people. So I'm going to bring this young lady in, and Chris is going to give her a great welcome because he's probably the best at it. I hate to admit it. So here she comes.
Hey, 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 Christina.
Hey, hey.
Well, listen, I'm going to be straight up honest. I like calling her Kitty. That's her middle name, but she'll say her full name for you. I got the first two, maybe the first three, but the rest I'm a little shaky on. So I will let her say that by herself. But I don't know much about Kitty. I know if Marcianne told me about her, and I said, man, Marcianne, I trust you with everything. You got a lot of stuff. So Marcianne had said some amazing things about this young lady. And this is what I love doing right now because this is someone brand new that's been in. She had said she's ready to come out and she wants to talk about it, but she knows today it's all about Kitty. And we're going to go from there. So on that wonderful note, I would like to introduce Miss Christina Kitty, and she'll say the rest of the name. All yours, Christina. Wrong one, Marty. There you go.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I'm so humbled and honored to be in your presence. Honestly, I've been watching both of you over the years. But like I said, I'm a very shy person, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone in order to be able to share what God has in me. I originally come from Cameroon, West Africa. I'm residing in McKinney, Texas now. I'm a mother of three. Before I jump into too much, my name is Christina Kiddi Makia Ne Ntuba, meaning I'm born of Ntuba. Ntuba is my maiden name, and my married name is Makia. So I wrote it in the French way because Cameroon is bilingual, and that's how we usually write our names back home. So I just want to say a big thank you to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mofara. I've not met anybody with such a big heart, somebody who wants to do so much for humanity, for people that he doesn't even know, for people who don't even know him. To me, that's what drew me to OnPassive. But before I get there, let me speak about myself. I'm the last child of 10 children, but we are 5 surviving siblings today. I have 3 kids of my own, 27, 24, and 19. My last child is at Texas State in San Marcos, going into her sophomore year. It has been a journey for me because growing up as a kid, I lost my parents very early in life. I lost my dad when I was 4 and my mom when I was 8. Excuse me, and my grandmother when I was 9, because my mom was an only child to my grandma. So we knew that when our mom passed away, she was not going to live any longer. Excuse me, I'm having a little frog in my throat. Anyway, so after the passing of our parents, I have an older sister. She lives in New York. She's 4 years older than me. So we were the youngest and we're still in like elementary school, what you call them here. Back home, we call them primary school. We had to start living with relatives. But we are lucky. I'm not complaining because I know a whole lot of orphans who have been struggling through life. I'm not going to say that ours was smooth sailing, but we had people who were willing to sacrifice for us. And with all of that, I have the softest heart for struggling people, for orphans. It has been my life. Even my kids know it. I've told them if I happen to pass away without doing what I'm supposed to do, you guys have to do it. To open an orphanage back home, especially, and to look out for those even in their country, America, where they were born, because there's a lot of suffering everywhere. So growing up as a kid, like I said, I moved from one relative to the other, to the other, to the other. And when one of my sisters took me on and sent me through a secondary school called Seka Baptist College. It's an all girls Christian school. It's a boarding school. I went there for 5 years and graduated, went into high school and then college. And then I went to England in 1988 to pursue my master's degree. I finished and I was supposed to be, I was working to go back home because I wanted to go work for my shipping lines. I did maritime transportation at the University of Wales in Cardiff. But then some guy came along and said, oh, he wanted to settle down, and we got married. I moved to the United States in 1995. I moved to the United States in 1995 to Dallas. Dallas is a landlocked area. There's no water here besides man-made lakes. And I tried to convince him for us to move to Houston, where there is a seaport and all of that, because that was my specialty, but he wasn't willing to do that. A lot of red flags that I didn't pick up, but hey, things happen. I stayed in Dallas, had children. I decided corporate America was not friendly to foreign degrees at the time. So I looked for something that was more where they needed you than you looking for them. So I went into nursing. So today I am a nurse. I've been a nurse since 2008, and I love my patients to wherever. I joined OnPassive in 2020. Yeah, 2020. And I joined it through a guy who is in Maryland called Mr. Njinjo. When the wife contacted me, she told me about the situation. She said, oh, it's a very lucrative business. You need to join kiddi, because that's how most of them call me. In our community, when you are older than somebody, they put a sister in front of it. So I said, well, I've been to a few of this kind of stuff and I've lost money. Not a whole lot of money because I don't have that kind of money. But I'm a very cautious person. I'm going to tell you a funny story before I move on. I've never gambled in my life but once. I went to a casino one time with my ex-husband. I had $100. I had played up to 50. I won nothing. And I was ready to go home because I left my kids at home. And he's like, just do one more time. When I did it, the machine kept running and running and $2,000 came out. And I'm like, okay, this is it for me. And he's like, no, that's not how you gamble. You have to take that money and put it back. I said, not me. I said, I'm going to go collect my money. I'll be in the car outside. I'll be sleeping. Whenever you're done with your own money, you can come and we'll go home. And that's exactly what I did. As I left my kids at home, I am not going to lose all this money and go home empty-handed. I'm going to take them shopping tomorrow so they know that I made some money last night. So that's how cautious I am about joining businesses. So anyways, long story short, when I heard the full story, the vision and mission of OnPassive, it made a lot of sense to me. Number one, the startup was nothing, $97. When you go to go eat brunch with your children, you spend sometimes 150. So I said to myself, if I lose $97, it's nothing. I joined some place where I lost $1,500. So let me go try this one. So anyways, I talked to my kids and they're like, Mom, there you go again, trying to go lose money someplace else. I said, don't worry, just trust me. So I did. And I signed up for all of my kids, my sister and her son. And I've been following the process behind the scenes. I've been watching most of the webinars. I've been on, whenever I called the guy who signed me up, when we're supposed to be migrating from the old founders to the ecosystem, he told me, oh, I don't have much time now. You can call my son. I said, but I don't know your son. Oh, my son knows the process. He's going to put you through. I said, I don't know your son. Me calling him, it would have been better if you called your son and put us on a three-way. So you introduce me to him. I can't just call him and say, oh, your dad said I should do so and so with you. So anyways, I realized that he was not really into helping that much. I'm not beating him down, please. I'm not. Because I don't know, everybody has their situation. I don't know what he was going through at the time that he didn't have time to help me. So, but fortunately for me, since I've been watching a lot of these webinars behind the scenes, I stumbled on the Old Tech Pro. I remember that my late sister, Marie Takusi, who is Bob's sister, she had approached me 2 days after this guy approached me and said, sis, you need to join this thing. I said, well, I just signed up with somebody else. And she said, okay, it's the same port. If you're already there, then it's fine. So now I reached out to Bob. I said, look, this is a situation. I really don't understand what's going on, but I've been following your program for a very long time. So he put me through and he said, sis, don't worry. Everything you're going to learn, we are going to help you. And Marcienne is like a baby sister to Marie. So when Marie passed away, I assumed responsibility of all Marie's sisters, brothers, because that's how we do. So I have Bob as my baby brother. I have Marcienne as my baby sister. I have the rest of Marie's family as my siblings. So we've been working together and they've been encouraging me, sis, you have to come out of your comfort zone. I know that you're learning this thing behind the scenes and all of that, but you are doing a lot for the community that this is the right place for you. So moving on to doing a lot for the community. I had earlier said that I went to an all-girls boarding school. We have alumni associations, but a few of us, I think about 22 of us, decided to form a sorority of ours, where we take care of the children of our fallen sisters meaning our sisters who went to the same school with us, who have passed on, who were breadwinners for their families, but the kids no longer go to school. We take on those kids if the family is willing to allow us to do that. So right now we have the first kid that we sponsored is in college. She'll be graduating college next year. We put him through, it's a she, put her through secondary school, high school, and now she's in university, as we call it back home. Over here, we call it college. This year, we have adopted two other children. One we're going to take from middle school right through to college. And then the other one is already in postgraduate level, but she cannot continue. So we've promised to take her through that. Besides that, we've been doing a lot of humanitarian work. We have Logifem, which is a homeless shelter in Canada that we supply coats and shoes to every year. Last year, we had our retreat. We have a retreat one year, and the next year we have a fundraiser to raise money to take care of this stuff that we are doing. So last year we had a retreat in Canada. We visited Logifem. They were so happy to see us. Eventually, I'll give you the name or the address to our website, and you visit and you see the different things that we've been doing. During COVID, we supplied a lot of PPEs and even oxygen concentrators to different hospitals back in Cameroon. Here in Dallas, I mean, not in Dallas, in the United States, Houston, Washington, D.C., and I lost my train of thought for one. But we supply PPE to all these places. And it is our goal that as time goes on, we continue to shine the light, help one kid, one girl, one woman, one man, one boy at a time, because that's how we are able to also spread the love that God has given to us. We don't have much. We don't have much, but the little that we have, with the support of our donors, we are able to lift somebody from a very deep or low place in life and to where they are able to sustain themselves. The little girl that is about to graduate college has 2 siblings behind her. When the mom passed away, she was living with her grandma. Her grandma had nothing. So just imagine her graduating college. Grandma is going to be very happy and well taken care of. The 2 younger ones are going to be taken care of by this one, so that we can now move on to another family and lift up one person who can now help the rest. So we are doing it one family at a time, one house at a time, and it is giving us so much joy. This year we had our constellation in North Carolina, and it was a blast. The donations came in like we could not even imagine. And we also launched the biggest thing that was in our heart, because Marie was an integral part of SECARE's Transglobal Alliance. That's our name. Marie was so dedicated to the group. So when she passed away November 17th of last year, it left a deep hole in our association. And in order not to let her legacy die, we launched a scholarship in honor of her this year to sponsor students in nursing schools. And so we are going to be giving out $1,000 per student, depending on how your application comes through to us. And in the next few years, we are hoping to not just give scholarship, but sponsorship, meaning we can take you from the beginning of your nursing journey to graduation. This year, we are just giving out scholarships to help maybe lift off a little weight from you. If your tuition is too high, if we give you 1,000, maybe it's going to help you in a little bit. So that's to say how my heart is. I know that even in my family, I told you we're 10 siblings, and we're five of us surviving. But even in my family, my nieces, my nephews, they call me best auntie. Why? Because I'm that auntie who will go hungry, but make sure that they are fed. I'm not bragging, and I'm not taking anything away from any of my siblings. They themselves know. Most of the time, they'll be like, you're doing too much. You need to slow down. You need to take care of yourself. And to me, that's the heart that God gave me, and I can't change it. So OnPassive for me is like a trampoline. When I bounce off of that trampoline, it's going to be spreading all over. All over. I come from a very small village. It's 2024. They still don't have proper clean water. Most of them don't have electricity. Those are the things that are in my mind, to be able to provide electricity, not only to my village, even to the neighboring villages. You know, I don't understand why in 2023, 2024, people will still be struggling to get proper drinking water. Those are basic life necessities. But I don't want to go into why that is happening because I'm not part of that. That's a very deep and dark side to delve into. So I'm just going to do the best that I can. And I know that with the help and the vision of our CEO, Ash Mufara, I know that a lot of lives are going to be changed. Africa as a whole is a green pasture. Very, very young talents coming up, but nobody to push them to develop those talents. And I know that with this help, with the vision of OnPassive, a lot is going to be done and Africa is going to be transformed. We are going to stick together and we are going to make it happen. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you so, so much. I am really humbled and honored to be here. I look at both of you and Mr. Ash most of the time in awe. The way you guys speak, I mean, it's just flowing. All connect, all health, all media. I have a daughter who is in music. She won the first one. She has three records already on Apple, Spotify, and all those places. So she's up and coming, and I'm still working on her. I'm like, all media is coming in OnPassive. That's going to be your stronghold. You take it and run with it. It's like, okay, mom, when that time comes, we'll see. I said, okay, whatever time that you're waiting for, I am not giving up. I'm working for you guys and for me and for the rest of humanity. So I just want to thank you so much. I promised I was going to tell you the name or the address to our website. So when you have time, you can check it out. I can send it to you, Chris, but it's starglobal.org. staglobal.org. I'll send it to you so you can see most of the stuff that our little non-for-profit organization has been doing. And we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for having me. And my prayers go to the entire Ash Mufara team. And God bless you all. Thank you.
Wow, Kiddi, that was amazing. Like I said, every once in a while, you meet. I said it yesterday. You meet people that's going to help change your lives. Cameroon is very, very lucky. We have a lot of people from Cameroon in here. I know it's a very tight knit. You talked about Bob DeCoucy, Marcian, and I look at it as you guys are the ones that are going to change Cameroon. And I agree with you 100%. I've said it a million times. In 2024, we still have places where people can't get good water or clean water. That's a big thing for, I know Curtis Davis, Milo Davis have been planning that to help out with that. But the whole family, we got a lot of work to do in Africa. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
But with individuals like yourself, and I'm definitely going to come to help you. If I got to dig holes to get wells, I'll do that. But to know that you came on here today and you did this beautiful, you were absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Tell us what it's like in your life, the things that you're doing, the organization that you guys started, but constantly helping people. That's what a founder is all about. That's what a humanitarian is all about. That's what a human being should always be about, is looking out for the neighbor, looking out for the friend, the family member, constantly helping out. So I'm pretty sure Ash is going to be blown away by what you said, because you're doing a lot of amazing things. I'm not going to say you were hiding in the back. You were listening in the back and you waited for the right time. Well, this is a perfect time. And a lot of people on here put some beautiful comments. And that's what we want. We want to, you just inspired a whole bunch of people. And for all those Cameroonians out there, that you don't know or you do know, get together with this lady because she definitely wants to help out and change her country, her world. You can hear she wants to go back and I want to start an orphanage. I mean, not many people say that in this world today. I'm going to go start an orphanage. I commend you for that because I know in Africa, all over Africa, there's many orphanages. They send me stuff every single day, and I keep saying, wait till OnPassive happens. There's a lot of people in Cameroon that will basically, like yourself, be blessing Cameroon to get those clean water wells built, to get electricity, to help grow food, healthy food. And I'm amazed by that, Christina. So I wish you would have came out in 2020. That's when I came in, because you have a lot to say. And I hope people listen and share this out. And Kiddi, you can send me that information and I'll post it on my Facebook. Also, get people involved in that or check it out because you're giving people ideas of not going out and buying the boat and the mansion. Where you're saying, listen, I really want to help people out.
Yes.
And you've been doing that for a long time, way before OnPassive, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
We've all had our struggles here and there, but like you said, she told me earlier that I'm the kind of person that wants to help people that are struggling. So I thank you very much. I'm going to hand it over to Marty. You're an amazing lady, and I'm really glad I got to know you, and a lot of other people did too. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Thank you.
Kiddi, you blew it up. You really did. Listen, I know all the people you're mentioning, the OTEC pros, they're my brothers from another mother. You are now my little sister from another mister, okay?
Thank you.
What you said today inspired me. Listen, I believe in shining the light, but I'll tell you what, once in a while, a lot of the time when people come on, you inspired me.
Thank you.
So, and you know, I thought about, man, I wish you came out sooner, but no, you're out here now because you're meant to be here right now.
True.
There was no before, there is no after. This is why you're here right now, because you touched a lot of people. I know you touched me, unbelievable, the stuff you said. You know, I was working with those tech pros when we did Go Africa, and there's going to be a part 2.
Yes.
And when I do stuff, I look into it a lot, and I realize all the minds that you have, educated minds in Africa, young people that don't have anywhere to go. They don't have, you know, and I believe OnPassive will change all of that. I really do.
Yes.
Because you have that family-oriented thing, which I found out in OnPassive, by the way, that everyone I talk to that's from Cameroon or other parts, they all talk about what they're doing for people at home, for families at home. And I'll tell you what, Kiddi, when you make that oblast for a well or something in your community, you're going to get a whole lot of people coming in with you. And instead of one at a time, and listen, one at a time will change the world, but we'll be able to do hundreds at a time. And that, to me, get water for everybody. It doesn't make sense that we have to have water and some water can kill you. It's horrible, especially in 2024. Anyway, thank you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This was a great show. You're a diamond, no doubt about it. You are exactly what makes this is what I love more than anything. Thank you very much. You're a blessing to everybody that just heard you. So we better see you again, okay?
Yes, I'm here whenever you need me. I'm here.
Now listen, like a year or two from now, when things are really moving, we bring you back and you can let us know what's going on.
What's going on? Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You.
Goodbye, everybody. This was, and if you're out there and you think, oh, I can't come on, anybody can come on. We want to shine the light on as many people as we can.
We have Mamadou. Hold on, Marty, one second. Mamadou Saturday, Sherry Dershaway Monday, and Harold Fox. Who's gone through some pretty crazy things in the last 7 months of his life. He's going to be on Monday. I'm reaching out to a lot of people, trying to set it up. I try to get 3 to 4 people for each day of the week, because we're doing one a day. And I'm going to request that everyone out there that's doing webinars find people like Christina and get them out there. Everyone can shine the light on someone. If more people do it, we're going to get through all the founders. Me and Marty, it'll take us a few years, and we got a few years, but we're trying to get as many people as we can. I know Mark Adamson, I think his name. I'm going to get you on next week, but send me stuff in, and you never know. I called Kiddi yesterday, as a matter of fact. Hey, yep, you're in. Come on. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be calling people.
If I
There's a
can
lot of
say
people that probably want to do this. Go ahead.
If I can say something about that,
Yes.
it's just the grace of God, because normally I will not pick up calls if I don't have you in my contact, if I don't see the name. But I was in the sink doing something and my phone rang and I looked at the number. I'm like, okay, this is one of those scam likely calls. And something said, pick up the call. And when I picked it up and I heard your voice, I was like, okay, this is Chris. Because Marcian had told me you were going to call. And she said, be looking out for a number that starts with a 9. And this one started with a 5. I was like, okay.
Marcy, I told you not to be drinking at that dancing party. 5.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I really enjoyed this this session, and hats off to Mr. Ash for having such a big heart and for involving us and for letting us be a part of this journey. Honestly, I am not going to say I'll be a Mother Teresa, but I'll do my best, because I know
you are a Mother Teresa.
I am following the process, and the process is going to take us to the end finish line. So,
amen to that.
That's a great closing. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow. What is it's today, Friday?
It's Friday.
Okay.
Red is
today, Red's coming on at 2 o'clock today.
Oh, 2 o'clock.
Yeah. And Ron's on tonight at 8. Is it 8 or 8:30? I don't know.
8:30, or actually 9, but he starts at 8:30, I think.
Okay. Anyway, see you all.